So hello everyone, I'm here with Karen Davies from the Motorhomers, and Karen is going to share with us today her #1 travel tip for travelling in a motorhome.
Mm. You do ask some difficult
Yes,
questions.
yes.
Just one. Oh gosh, there are
Many,
lots
of course,
of travel tips.
of course.
In our last section, I talked about the importance of trying before you buy.
Right.
I think we do have this lovely dreamlike idealism of what living in a motorhome full time is going to be like, and the reality is very different often.
Okay.
So that's definitely in my top tip: is try before you buy. It's a big investment,
Right.
and it's not for everybody.
Sure. So that applies to so many things, I suppose. Try the type of motorhome. Try, where you're perhaps going to go somewhere and physically try it out in terms of location.
Yeah. And actually try the lifestyle. If necessary, just try 6 weeks and make sure that you can work together as a team in a small space.
Sure.
Make sure that the layout of your van is the way you want it. That was one of the biggest things for us. And at the 11th hour of putting the order in for our van, we changed our configuration.
Oh, wow.
And it was so important.
And is that something easy to explain, what you changed about the configuration?
Yeah. There's a style of bed, which is called a French bed.
Okay.
And if you imagine it, it's just slightly bigger than a single, so it's fine for 2 people.
Okay.
Although it's got a cut-off bit, so it's not completely oblong.
Right.
It's just got a little section cut off.
Right.
And that's great for the person sleeping on the outside. Person sleeping on the inside has to clamber over, making the beds really difficult. And for us, for 6 weeks in New Zealand, that style of bed was fabulous. Not for any longer.
Okay.
So literally at the 11th hour, I said to Miles, I think we need what's called the island bed, which is one, it's fixed.
Okay.
So there's no having to make a bed up from a settee that you're sat on.
Right.
And it's a round shaped bed or an oval bottom, and you both can get round either side. So it's an island.
That makes, I mean, that's the same at home, isn't it? It's kind of, it seems so simple, but I can understand why it's made so much difference. And if you don't know these things, you're kind of off. You've already bought or rented or whatever you're doing, you're kind of off and you can't change it. So that's a great travel tip.
So important is just make sure that you're absolutely clear about what you need and your priorities. For example, if you're traveling in the UK, it's more important to have a comfortable lounge than maybe
because of the weather.
I don't know, the bedroom.
Yes.
Because you're indoors a lot because it rains a lot.
Sure.
We're in Europe, so we've got outside.
You're doing the outside living. I expect you're spending more time outside than you are in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the lounge was less important. So we could make choices about having a slightly bigger
configuration,
bed,
right?
because the lounge didn't matter so much.
Wow.
So things like that are really, really important when you're buying your own mobile home. Really important.
Do you know, I hadn't even thought of that, but you're right. You it's the same as buying a house. You spend so much time and energy around your house configuration. It's such a big investment. So it makes perfect sense. So those of you out there who are thinking of motorhoming, like the Motoromers, then this is a great top tip from Karen Davies. Thank you so much, Karen.
Okay.